Get those wonderful toys. I can't wait to show you my toys.
Hey, this is D Hunter bringing you another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Mezco 112 Batman Beyond figure. I ordered 2 of these, and they tend to send them to me in a box that normally would hold 6. This is a case that they would receive. Always fun to receive one with the official Mezco stuff on it. So let's make a little progress on opening this. Alright, so they got me with the old "it's a box inside of a box" trick. So as I expected, it was a original box for a case of 6. We got some advertising materials with the invoice, and this is what it's all about. The 2 Batman Beyond figures. I believe these were San Diego Comic-Con exclusives this year. They popped up online out of the blue. I was not expecting this. I was at work. When I checked the forums after work, they had long been sold out. Well, not long been, but a few hours. I went ahead and ordered mine, joined myself on the wait list. Bam, about a week after everybody else got theirs, I got mine. Very, very happy. I still have the Deluxe Joker on the wait list, and I kind of feel like I might have missed my window for that. I've had the Batman Day exclusive Saturday Night Batman on wait list, and I got him about a week after everybody else. Same thing with this Batman Beyond. The fact that I never got the Joker feels like I missed my window, but still ever hopeful. I do unfortunately have the Purple Catwoman on the wait list. I was too slow at getting her. Hopefully I will get her as well. Anyway, let's open these guys up. I do not particularly care for the packaging that much. I don't mean to say I don't like it, but I don't care for it as in I will just throw it away when I'm done. It is gorgeous packaging, but I don't save it. I do buy 2 of these figures, one to keep unopened. Of course, I will keep that packaging. It will never have the tape seal broken. But overall, I'm not one of those guys that keeps every bit of packaging. I have actually sold a couple of these online, which is crazy. I read about people buying them. And I've sold a Nightmare Batman as well as a Batman Day exclusive Ascending Night Batman for about, I don't know, $20, $25 each. It cost me about $13 to ship them, so it wasn't like I made a lot of money, but it's very interesting that people are willing to buy things like that. I've even heard a story of somebody buying one of these online, which is absolutely insane. These things really just go in the garbage for me. Let's go ahead and open them up. Here is the figure out of the packaging in his entirety. Numerous accessories. We will get to those shortly. Here is everything in a nutshell. Real quick, a look at everything he comes with. Here's the packaging, the plastic outer wrap, the box, first layer, second layer, third layer, fourth layer. I will actually probably go ahead and put his empty package on eBay. I know that is crazy, but I have sold a couple of these before for $20, $25. They cost me $13 or so to ship, so it's not like I make a lot of money on them, but I'm planning to throw them in the garbage anyway, so why not? Some instructions, and when I first saw the instructions I kind of laughed at the fact that you need instructions to put his cape part, his wings on. A little peg piece in his plastic bag from the stand. Batarangs, hands, alternate head, some thrusters for his boots, his wings, a piece that attaches to his back when he's not wearing his wings, and of course the stand, not to mention the actual figure himself, which is pretty beautiful, by the way. Here he is with my comics with the other recent unopened acquisitions. So here is the Batman Beyond figure out of the packaging. I decided to switch backdrops to the Batcave because he is, well, Batman. Wonderful figure. First off, let me just tell you how I feel about Batman Beyond myself. I know some people will probably hate me for saying this, but I'm not a huge Batman Beyond fan, at least of the animated series. I know they've sort of incorporated him into the comic world for the last several years. But Batman Beyond, I don't mind the visuals. I don't even mind the fact that it's a different Bruce Wayne. I used to really despise that, but I've kind of grown to accept that it's an alternate possible future, the canon future for the Batman the Animated Series Timverse, as I call it. But it's a teenage Batman. He's, what, 16 or 17. He's going to clubs at nighttime. He has high school problems during the day. I mean, that is really not what I want to see with my Batman. Don't get me wrong, there's some great episodes out there. I've seen the entire series more than once. The movie is absolutely fantastic and really dark. First episode's fantastic. There's lots of Easter eggs out there, references and cameos from the old animated series, as well as cameos in the Justice League. I do like the series for what it is, and I've grown to like it more over time, but it's not really my cup of tea. That aside, this is a beautiful figure and a great design. He does come with two heads, but this is the sort of standard one I like the most. I don't like that you can't really see his mouth. I mean, it is there, but it's hard to really see well upon first glance. Come on, buddy, focus in there. Or don't. Alright, there we go. I mean, he definitely has a mouth, but from far away it kind of looks like he doesn't, whereas the alternate head, very clearly you can see his mouth. It's angry, though. I don't really want him angry all the time, but I do like that you can at least see his teeth. So anyway, as far as the figure goes, he is just absolutely gorgeous. So, you know, his head, let's go ahead and pop that other one on just so we can see what he looks like with it. That was really easy to do. I feel very good about Mezco head swaps. I mean, it looks pretty good. He's angry, you know, all that good stuff. Not really needed for me. This will be my default head for him, but it is nice to have options, as always. His suit. His suit is just really nice. I absolutely love the hard plastic bat symbol on top of the cloth goods suit. The nice hard goods belt as well. Mezco almost feels like they've really outdone themselves on this one. They did a really nice job. Alright. Love the little design. Maybe you can't see it super well, but you can kind of see as the light shines upon it. Will forewarn you, his gauntlets feel like they could break very easily. They're also very sharp. Kind of fun. His ears as well. So, as I absolutely adore the suit, let's look at these accessories, shall we? He comes with 6 hands total. I personally opted for the semi-open fisted hand so he can hold his batarangs and sort of double up as a fist. He also comes with these hands. They are sort of claw-like. I remember in the show he used them when climbing up things. I actually really like the addition for these. They're screen accurate. This figure would be able to sort of climb up walls with these. I remember him maybe, I don't know, losing power to his jetpack and clawing his way up walls with these, maybe breaking glass with them, etc., etc. Really like the addition. They look really nice. Last but not least, we have the fisted hands. Not too much to say about these besides the fact that they're simply fists. Often on my Batmans I will give them a right semi-open hand and a left fist. Just depends on what I'm going to do. I usually give them the hands that I prefer to keep them in generally, and then throw the other hands in the fodder pile. With Mezco figures, I do keep them in their baggie and then throw that in the accessory box, just so I have them in case I ever want to switch them out in the future. Now that we've gone over the hands and head, what I kind of consider the most boring part of the accessories, and I'm not going to cover the stand. Most of you have seen a Mezco stand before or have many of them. I'm not a big stand guy either. Anyway, he has lots of other accessories, so let's get to the height measurement before we go on to those. Looks like he's standing at about a little over 6.5 inches with the ears. They're right up to the bottom of my finger. I know you can kind of barely see that. I'll pull this back a little bit. Alright, so the bottom of my finger. I'd say without the ears, he's about 6 3/8 tall, just about 6.5 inches. Mezco figures are pretty similarly scaled to DC Universe Classic Mattel multiverse type figures, a little bit shorter than DC Direct and DC Collectibles and NECA type of stuff. Really, really nice figure. I cannot stress this enough. So, on to the other accessories. He has a Batarang. Everybody loves Batman Beyond Batarangs. He comes with 3 of these, which is pretty nice, plentiful. I've never been able to say that Mezco does not include enough Batarangs. Boy, with the 3 Ascending Knight figures I had, there were so many Batarangs. Next, his wings. So, this is where I was saying earlier, I kind of laughed at the instruction manual. So his wings, you think they're simple, pop them on, bam, easy, and they really are, but when I got the figure, I was like, what is happening back here? Let me see if I can focus that a little better. Alright, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is his backpack the way he came in the package. It is an alternate piece for when he's not wearing the wings. It looks really nice, a lot better than some holes on his back, but as soon as I looked at this, I thought, what do I do here? And then honestly, I pulled out the instructions. So the instructions as such pretty much tell you step 1 to assemble the wings, gently unplug and remove backpack cover. And then step 2, plug in wings. Seems pretty simple. So I tugged away at the backpack piece for a little while and it pried loose. I just wasn't sure at first if that was exactly what I should do. Of course, I don't want to break an expensive Mezco figure. Okay, here are the wings attached. I must say he looks absolutely fantastic with his wings. Probably the best iteration of the Batman Beyond figure I've seen wing-wise. Better than the, Total Control figure from Matty Collector website. The DC Collectibles animated Batman Beyond. Those are the only 2 that ever had any wings. The old Batman DC Universe Classic was pictured with wings originally, but they were scrapped. There was a new Batman pictured at one point, and then he was canceled as well, and he had the wings pictured. We may see him eventually, I have a feeling, in the near future. Well, maybe not super near, but he looks really nice with those wings. Let's go ahead and check out his last accessory, which goes great with the wings, and those are his sort of thruster, exhaust that goes beneath his feet. As most action figures do, this figure has holes on the bottom of his feet for he could stand on the peg hole with the stand. All kind of various other figure lines support this, but that's how you attach his, I call them exhaust pieces, fire that comes out of his feet. Very easy to put in there. They stand there very nicely. And it complements the wings just absolutely fantastic. He's flying. He's flying through Gotham City right here, right now. I did have a pair of those that I had used for the old DC Universe Classic Batman Beyond figure that I had. They came with a Justice League Basic Walmart exclusive 2-pack Batman vs. Blue Parademon, and Batman had wings and a jetpack type stuff, and he also had the flame that goes under his feet. Let me go ahead and show you those. I always liked these, and they work with a lot of different figures from the DC Universe Classic or DC Direct lines. I bought a bunch of those 2-packs to get a lot of those Parademons, so I have a ton of these. They were nice for the Justice League Cyborg, this Batman Beyond. They work with the Multiverse Batwing figure as well. Removable very easily. Once again, utilizes the peg. Now that we've looked at all the good stuff that he comes with, let's check out his articulation. So just to get off the get-go, his wings are in no way articulated. They are removable and swappable with the piece that covers up the holes in the back. So his head goes up, pretty nice, down, set that backwards, goes around, 360 no problem. Not too much else going on there. Ball joint, it is swappable, very easy, very comfortable. Shoulders go out this far. Oh wow, they go pretty far out. Ball jointed. I don't really want to, I'm obviously not going to go 360 around the top because of his suit. His elbows are not double jointed. They go this far in, which is pretty nice. I really don't think I want double jointed elbows because it would end up wrinkling the suit. But maybe not. His hands, up, down a little bit, all the way around. Exact same thing on the other side. His belt kind of slides up and down, does not come off. His thighs come out yay far. I really don't want to push it further. I don't know if that's a suit restricting me or if the actual sculpt. He does have double jointed knees, I believe, which is pretty cool. Once again, I'm a little uncomfortable using them too much, just stretching the suit, making bends on it. The suit does go back into place very nicely. His feet, ankle rockers, gotta love that. They kind of go around quite a bit. They also go up and down, up and down. So pretty nicely articulated figure. Let's look at some comparisons. So here are all the different various 6 to 7 inch Batman Beyond figures that I have. On the far left there you have the old DC Universe Classics Batman. You may notice his emblem is a little bit worn. He's been played with a lot over the years. He's getting close to almost 10 years old at this point. Next we have the Mezco Batman that we've been talking about this entire time. Next we've got the Total Control Batman Beyond Batman. He was a Matty Collector exclusive, a deluxe figure, came with a lot of extra accessories. Next is a DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series, or Batman Beyond the Animated Series Batman. I do not have all of the 6 to 7 inch scale Batman Beyond figures. There is one by DC Direct from the Superman Batman comic line they made. I do not have that one. I would like to get him one day, but it is not a priority for me. Here are the various Batman Beyond figures with their wings. I do not have any of the older 5 inch, I don't know if they're Kenner or Mattel Batman Beyond figures. I'm sure some of them came with all kind of different colored wings and so on and so forth, but I can't imagine any of them stand up to even the worst of these three. Speaking of the worst, it would be the Total Control Batman. Very basic, plastic, one little peg hole goes in. Simple enough. I still like it quite a bit. I definitely liked it when it came out. We've got the DC Collectibles one. He also goes in by just a peg, but one of the pluses about his, and it's very unique, is it's fully articulated actually. Not only does it go up like that, actually each one of these has its own separate little bit of articulation. I don't really like moving it a lot, but they do go around. Fairly impressive actually. I think the other one might be stuck. I might have to fix that one. Even with that, it doesn't take the cake. This one here takes a cake like you wouldn't believe. Absolutely love his set of wings. It does have the nicest detail of the three. So as I was looking for this unmasked Terry McGinnis head that came with the, it is actually Total Heroes, not Total Control line. They're both very similar, 6 inch, kind of crappy Mattel lines for a low price point, but I still like them for what they are. It turned out I did have two of the old Kenner Batman Beyond 5 inch figures. I've got an all blue one, and I've got a kind of green camo looking one. I don't exactly know why I have both of these. One of them came with the Ace, the Bat Hound, and I really wanted to get him, even though he is an absolutely terrible figure. So, a little bit more size comparison or variation of the Batman Beyond figure comparison. Here is the Batman Beyond figure with the Total Heroes Batman Beyond Unmasked Terry McGinnis head. This head is swappable on the Total Heroes figures without having to heat it up, but to fit on the Mezco peg, I had to heat it up. It is kind of a cartoony looking, kind of blocky figure. It's actually better than I remembered it being. This is the figure that it came with as an alternate headpiece. That figure actually came with two alternate headpieces. The other one was an old man, Bruce Wayne. I went ahead and put it on this wrestling figure. It kind of made me think of the Dark Knight Returns Batman, which is a really big, strong Batman. He's one of the only older Batmans we've seen in the comics. That is sort of what made me put it on this big, huge, strong body. Speaking of old man Bruce Wayne figures, got the DC Collectibles one. as well as the small Justice League Mattel one here. So 3 different variations on the old man Bruce Wayne, specifically from Batman Beyond. If you do have the DC Collectibles version, he goes pretty nicely with this Mezco guy. Not too bad. They don't quite fit in style-wise, but the best that we got right now. Here is the Mezco Batman Beyond figure with the Mattel DC Universe Classics Unmasked Terry McGinnis head. This is definitely the best one. This looks great. Very realistic kind of looking. Just looks a lot better than the other one. Really like this. The peg hole's a little bit smaller. I had to heat it up and it was really difficult to get on there, but it can be done and it does retain all of the articulation. If you happen to have this extra head, it's a great addition to the Mezco figure. I'm actually quite disappointed that they did not give us an unmasked Terry head and old Bruce Wayne head. At least an unmasked Terry head. Come on, guys. And I guess since we are showing some other figures with this Batman Beyond figure, here's how he looks with Ace the Bat Hound. And here is the old Ace the Bat Hound that Kenner made. Boy, is that thing ridiculous. Comes with this huge backpack. It is not removable. Completely hard plastic figure. Came with that missile launcher thing that attached to the top. Pretty pathetic since this is the only rendition of Ace we made before. In addition to that, it is larger than the Ace made for the larger scale. Here is the Batman Beyond figure with my custom DC Universe Classics unmasked civilian clothing Terry McGinnis. I made this out of a Starman figure with the Batman Beyond, I believe it to be KB Toys exclusive unmasked Batman Beyond figure. Boy, KB Toys exclusive. That shows you how long ago this line started. But really do enjoy that custom Terry. And here they are with the custom Max figure that I made. She was made with a Marvel Legends Wasp figure. I think it worked out pretty well. Max is pretty much like the Robin in Batman Beyond. And you can more so compare her to Oracle because she does all the computer work, but he had no sidekick, and this is kind of the closest thing to Robin they had in Batman Beyond. Here are all the different various Batman Beyond accessories I have. First of all, we have the wings. The first one is Total Heroes Batman, and then up top Mezco, and then DC Collectibles. We have the exhaust pieces. Far left is Mezco. On the right are Justice League basic ones that came with the Batman. Now, a ton of different Batman Beyond Batarangs. These two, I believe, are from the old Kenner line. They're really large. These next two are silver, and they are from the DC Universe Classics line. Next is a single one that came with the DC Collectibles Batman Beyond figure. Next are 4 of them. They came with the Mattel Total Heroes Batman. He was a deluxe figure, so he came with a bunch of extra accessories. The Mezco one came with these 3. And then I have some unmasked, kind of warped heads, 2 of which are DC Universe Classics, 1 of which is from the Total Heroes Batman. So here are all of my various Batman Beyond Rogues customs. You can see on the left-hand side we've got the Joker's gang from the movie Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. We've got Chucka with the front here, Wolf, Bonk, the really tall guy, DD Twins, and Ghoul. I always thought they were really cool. I thought it was really weird, Ghoul being sort of a Scarecrow ripoff, and Wolf being a crazy wolf-human hybrid of sorts. I have no idea why they were in the Joker gang. It's pretty weird. There's no real explanation or origin for any of these guys, but I always thought they were kind of cool. In the back we have Curari. Then on the far right we've got Shriek, and at the front Spellbinder. I did not make all of these myself, but they are pretty nice, and I made most of them myself. So while we are on the subject of Mezco figures, I have 18 of them total. I only concentrated on getting the Bat-related characters. I have gotten all of them so far. There have been a total of 4 figures I've missed so far. Number 1 is the Dark Knight Returns Black and White Batman. Number 2 is the Dark Knight Returns Puerto Rico exclusive Batman. Number 3 is the Deluxe Joker. I'm on the waitlist and still hoping to get him. If anybody has had a waitlist conversion, please put in the comments below. To my knowledge, I have not heard anybody actually confirm that they have gotten one of those yet. And then the Toy Fair exclusive Ascending Knight Batman, which was all black with a black belt. He's pretty pricey nowadays. all the Mezco figures that I have gotten. To the far left, there are 4 of the Dark Knight Returns variation of Batmans. I can't tell you which each one is called, but we have a all black one, then there's a navy blue dark one, there's a light blue one, then there's a light blue battle damaged one. Next we've got Batman vs Superman, regular Batman and armored Batman, and then we have the Nightmare Batman from Batman vs Superman. We've got the 3 different kind of Ascending Knight Batmans. We've got the Superman from Batman vs Superman, we've got the Batman Beyond, the 2 different Deathstrokes, the Joker from comics, the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and the 2 mutant leaders. One is battle damaged and one is not. I do have all these figures open as well as unopened. For the last comparison, I'm going to say that this figure reminds me quite a bit of the Marvel Legends Black Panther. In general, the Batman Beyond figure does remind me of the Black Panther design quite a bit. The Black Panther has similar face, kind of overall body structure. They have similar tread or whatnot lines throughout them. And he also has the claw-like hands. Small correction to an earlier part. As I watched some of the video, it looks like the figure stands a little bit close to 6 inches exactly tall without the ears. I guess my point of view looked like 6.6 and 3/8 as I said earlier. But when rewatching the video from a direct level point of view, it looks like he is standing right around 6 inches even. All in all, I'm going to say this figure is absolutely fantastic. If you have an opportunity to grab him, do it. If you want this figure, get him now. He is only going to cost more over time. If you like this video, comment below. If there's anything that I could have done better or differently, comment below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon with a new review.